Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a message for the collective for this post-retrograde season for Mercury. So yesterday, Mercury went direct, thank goodness. We still have Venus in retrograde, so we're still in retrograde season for Venus. Mercury is starting to move direct now. And of course, after its stations direct, it takes a little bit of time to really get back to its pace, right? So we talk about this phase in which it's getting back to its normal or fastest pace as the shadow zone of this retrograde season. So Mercury is still in this wobbly phase. And I feel like it's interesting because the message is very aligned with this shadow phase for Mercury, because I feel like there is a little bit of dissonance between the mind and the body. It feels like the body is wanting to take things slower, whereas the mind is now ready to work, right? It's like it's ready to bring ideas and to connect dots and to take over the world is actually the main message here. The mind is ready to take over the world, yet the body is needing some time to adapt, right? It feels like the mind has been in slow motion for this retrograde season because Mercury was slowing down and, inviting us all to slow down our thoughts and review a lot of things. But now that is going direct again, it's almost like, don't go too fast. Don't allow your mind to trick you into going faster than your body can handle at this moment in time. So before I start showing the cards, let me introduce my deck. So because it is a collective reading, I'm doing it with my big combined deck of tarot cards and astrological oracle cards. So you see both of them in your reading today. There aren't any cards from the astrological deck here in the spread. However, it is already talking from the bottom of the deck, and we're going to get there. Because I feel like it's almost like this antidote to not allowing the mind to take over and to overwhelm you, especially if it is in regards to something that you wish to have more information. And we're going to get to this revelation right at the very end, because there were two cards that actually are not part of the actual spread, but they turned up right as the very last card turned, and they were a bit far away. So I'm going to include here at the very end, and I feel like this is a really good surprise. It's something that is going to come as something unexpected, as something that if your mind is wanting to control things, is wanting to speed up the pace, just know that in regards to something that is very close to your heart, you're going to be surprised by what comes through, what is actually being revealed in time. And when I mean in time, perhaps with the full moon, with Venus also going direct on the 12th. So let's start with the cards. We're beginning with the Page of Pentacles. So what I heard from this card was start small, grow tall. And this is actually part of a song from a singer that I really, really like called Rue Paynes. I'm trying to remember the name of the song. Little Giant, I think. I can't remember. But the lyrics are the representation of this card. So start small and grow tall, because the body has its limitations, and this is also coming down the line, but it was already being shown here. And it's interesting because this card was showing me almost like this humbleness, this acceptance, maybe that's the better word, this acceptance of the limits of the body, of how this body still has so much to learn, right? It's like room for learning, room for growing up, right? And yet, the mind here being represented by the King of Swords is already fully activated or fully actualized. It's like the mind has been, throughout this retrograde season for the past few weeks, the mind has been recharged. It has been fully reintegrated is what I'm hearing right now. But the body is needing some rest, some downtime, I feel like. And maybe because the mind wants to do stuff, it's like the mind feels like it's ready for battle, is ready to take on the world, right? As I said before, because the world card is coming next. And this is the central card of this spread. So it is a very significant card. And I'm trying to almost like scan. It's like this is the mind, right? It's like the mind is scanning the world, the possibilities. Like it's like the world is your oyster, or the world is the mind's oyster. It's like it's scanning possibilities. It's almost like navigating the World Wide Web, right? The internet, right? It's like the internet is, such a vast space that it's like the mind can roam around and it can, travel throughout the globe in just a few seconds, but the body cannot. And accepting this difference, this dissonance, as I said, is actually strengthening the body's foundation with the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles here was talking about the boundaries of the body, of the material world, of the physical body, in a way that, yes, it's like it's imprinting some sort of limitation, almost like you can only go so far, right? It's like you can only go, to this and that place. It's like, yes, with the mind so fully activated as the King of Swords, it can go, to every corner of the planet, but the body cannot. It's like it can choose in a very wise way, but wise as in accepting the limitations, right? So start small. Don't allow the mind to, convince you that you can go everywhere that you want. It's like the body can only be in one place in one time. Yes, the mind can be in many places, at the same time, but the body cannot. And accepting that, it's almost like the king bowing to the page, but bowing with honor, bowing with, how do I say, it's like this sense of, I respect you, right? I respect how much you are teaching me from this place of, just openness, right? And humility. Just a second. Sorry about that. The light was starting to fade away. So, going back to the world and its limitations, at least here in this physical plane. So, what else I was seeing here with the Four of Pentacles, there was kind of like the boundaries or the frontiers of the physical body, but there was also something that was kind of like important for the mind to realize, that not only the body has its limitations, but within its limitations, it also has a strong foundation. So that is the other thing that I was seeing when I was seeing the king bowing to the page. So it's kind of like this inversion of hierarchy, let's say. It's like it's like the one that reached the highest place of development or the highest level of understanding. It's like, because it is the King of Swords, because it knows the truth, even though, yes, it knows also that it's capable of traveling, through dimensions, through time and space, it also realizes the truth of being human, right? And it's like this honor to to be of service. This is how I'm feeling. It's like the mind being of service to the body, and the body accepting its limitations. So it's a very beautiful, and it's almost like a formal relationship, but I want to say it's like a it's in a good way. It's like it's in a good formal way, that the mind is not going wild, and it's respecting the time that the body needs to feel that it's safe, to feel that it's secure in this foundation. So you see how it's playing this double duty. It's like it's the same boundary, but that boundary also establishes security and safety and stability. But it's not confinement. It's not supposed to be confinement. It's a contrast to the possibilities, the many possibilities that the mind is contemplating, right? With exploring the internet and all the places and all the cultures and all of the knowledge. But from this first place of self-acceptance of one's limitations, of the limitations of the body, and strengthening this, it's like this foundation of self, right? It's not the integrity of self, but it's the foundation of self that allows each one of us to expand from this one place, from this one it's like this one geometry, this one territory, this it's not a restrictive boundary. However, as I said, it's like it's just a place of reference, right? So that the mind that is formless, and maybe this is a reason why this needs to be a little bit of this formal relationship towards each other, especially, you know, the king bowing to the page, so showing respect for the one that is still in process of developing, right? Just because there is another rhythm, and the rhythm is not just based on boundless knowledge, right? It's almost like the mind doesn't depend on anything or anyone to learn. However, the body, the physical body, being human, is dependent upon, it's codependent, I want to say, but codependent, not maybe that's not the right word. What is the right word? Interdependent. That's the right word. It's interdependent with others, because in wanting to expand out of this comfort zone, wanting to expand out of these boundaries, you can only do so, or maybe the most stable way to do so, the most enriching way to do so, not in a codependent way, but in an interdependent way, in a way that you acknowledge your limitations, and it's almost like you recognize that yes, your mind would be able to learn by itself, as it might have done, like navigating the World Wide Web, right, the internet, but really the body can only grow, can only develop in a physical sense, in a material sense, if it is in relationship to others, right? So the two extra pentacles here are extending this area, this territory. So it's almost like, yes, if you were to choose to just keep on exercising the mind, it's like you would have to accept the limitations of the body, but you would stay stuck here. But if you don't want to stay stuck here, you acknowledge the strength of your foundation, and from that point, which, you know, it's still here, it's growing, it's extending. And then here with another pentacle card, so the Three of Pentacles, now this is overreaching, this is stretching the boundary, this is almost like creating a new frontier, right? It's like the relationships, the connections, the possibility of exchanging information, but not just mental information or logical information. It's more like the embodied, experienced learnings and teachings, and just you know, like mutual lessons, mutual experiences that both or everyone involved are learning from that experience. This is the Six of Pentacles, and that is allowing us all to, it's like to make us grow from the physical plane. So it is already opening our frontiers, right? And this already happens here. It's like for the mind, there are no frontiers. It's like it's just easy to travel in that way. That's the reason why it's already very well developed. But in terms of the body, it goes in a different pace. And if we accept that we are starting small in this realm, it's like we're also going to accept that we do need others, right? We do need relationships to expand our comfort zone, to know that collaborating or working together with one another, we are creating almost like these, it's like pinching points. I don't know how to explain that. It's like, it's almost like, it's like a very, what is the word? It's like this surgery of these comfort zones. I know it's very weird and I don't know how to explain that, but the vision that I have, it's almost like a cube. Imagine a cube that actually you're creating other geometries because others that are with you, friends and partners and, relatives, they are pinching you. They are pulling from these faces of this cube, if that makes sense. I know that's just a metaphor, but imagine that being just the extension, the expansion of the comfort zone, right? It's not losing your strength, your security, your foundation. It's building upon that, reaching for the edge, and then popping on the other side, right? It's just like, yeah, it's weird, I know. Okay, so here is where it goes to another realm, because it's the realm of the soul. It's the realm of the formless form that is starting to have a shape. And that shape is the shape of a relationship, which I mentioned in the beginning as something that might surprise you, as a revelation that might come with the full moon. And I'm just mentioning the full moon because the moon card from the astrological oracle deck is here at the bottom, right? But we're going to get there. So the last card here is the Ten of Wands. And this has nothing to do with the traditional Ten of Wands. It has to do with the shared path, but it's still in soul. It's the realm of the soul. It's not yet physical, although all of these pinch points, all of these experiments with stretching the geometry of who you are, right? It's like it's your usual comfort zone, your own known geometry, right? It's like this is your comfort zone, this cube, this square, right? But it's coming through more 3D. The Six of Pentacles is already allowing you to expand from that, but experimenting, perhaps even like not even having your own relationships yet, although it is coming, but just witnessing others relating to one another. So it's almost like their boundary is touching your boundary. So therefore, it's like you're being invited to expand. And that creates kind of like this pinch, right? This pinch point that is, it's just reshaping your geometry, is reshaping your comfort zone. And that is because your soul is ready for a shared path. That means that the body, the mind is already looking for things outside of your boundary, but your body is still in the same place. And this is what is happening. It's like you're starting to stretch, right? Your body is starting to stretch, is starting to reach out for a bigger boundary. So that's, the pinching point here with the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you do have an invitation to collaborate with somebody, so that you are, it's not that you are required, but you're being asked to just expand your comfort zone, right? There's, nobody is, pushing you against anything, or just it's like it's just this invitation and you are allowing it. It's like you are exploring. You see, there is no discomfort. Here, the soul is ready for the shared path. And that is because the two cards that I said that jumped out together with this Ten of Wands, but they went, to the other side, the Magician and the Two of Cups. And it was interesting because the Two of Cups was kind of like hidden underneath the Magician. It was almost like this. So it was kind of like a prank, or almost like this mischievous type of trick of the Magician. It's like, haha, you thought that you were in for something treacherous, is what I'm hearing. But it's nothing like that. Your soul is ready for something beautiful, right? But you don't know that yet. So maybe you do expect that if you leave your comfort zone, that it's going to be uncomfortable. But it's not. It's like it's information, right? It's like your heart is in preparation mode while your body is stretching to the point that you're comfortable because you have witnessed others collaborating with you, relating to one another, right? It's like you saw how relationships worked. So it's like you're getting closer and closer and closer. And the more, it's like you see that in matter, in physical reality, it's like your soul is like it's bringing you closer, right? And it's like it is helping to manifest this partner, right? The one who is going to relate to you heart to heart. So it's a very truthful, a very honest relationship, because it is this invitation to expand. And that is part of this moon mystery that I was talking about that might be revealed. So maybe, the Magician with the Two of Cups is kind of like this heads up for what is about to be revealed with this full moon in Libra, right? Libra being the sign of relationships. And it's the day that Venus will go direct as well. So this Mercury direct is almost like the mind is already rushing for something new. The body needs some time. So allow this week to just, maybe just like settle down, reestablish your foundation, but know that people are, coming closer to you, to know that there are possibilities for expansion. And it happens with relationships. So relationships showing up and stretching you, inviting you to change your geometry is just because your soul is ready for the shared path. So yeah, just give yourself some time. It's like, allow the mind with its sovereignty, with its wisdom, to bow to the limitations of your body, right? And you yourself just accept that, yes, the body has its own limitations, but it's not stuck there. It's being invited to expand, but it's just going in its own pace, right? So let's see what else this Magician wants to bring. I'm going to pull more cards in the extended reading, as well as the astrological runes. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. I'll leave the link down below if you want to join me there. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.